Good morning. I'm Dr. Joe Schneider, and I'm coming to you from Chatsworth, Pennsylvania, Hope Brain and Body Recovery Center. And we just finished with month of March. We're in April. Today's April Fool's Day. And definition of a fool is someone that doesn't do what it takes to get better from brain injury. So if you have a hurt brain, it takes moving yourself out of the paradigm that you were in previously. Eating wrong, exercising wrong, thinking wrong, everything has to change. I remember when I had my stroke in May 23rd, 2017, and I post a lot of videos. But you know what the truth is? I just listened to a note I took on my phone. I did a recording. I woke up on the 30th, May, and I just peed all over myself. And at the time, I just was embarrassed by it. I was embarrassed by it because, I don't know, I don't do that regularly. I couldn't move my right arm, I couldn't move my hand, my fingers, I couldn't move my leg. And I was just real sad. And I thought about what the kids go through that I've been treating and working with autism, ADHD, traumatic brain injury, developmental disorders that look like Asperger's disease and socially inept. They can't see right, they can't move right, they can't think right, they can't respond socially properly within a proper context in which they're accepted. And here I am, and I'm like, wow, I know what it is to totally not see right, not hear right, not feel right, not move right. And I remember I got up that day and I had my first shower, and I passed out in the shower because I used my left hand to do everything, and my blood pressure rose, and it was kind of like they had to get me out, they had to wake me up, they had to give me more medication. And hard day, real hard day in my recovery. And I decided that I've been bringing back brains ever since I started the functional neurology program with Ted Carrick. I was passionate about it. I studied, I applied, I studied, I applied, I studied, I applied. And there was nothing that would get me in the way from learning this and being one of the best clinical functional neurologists ever. It's what I wanted to do. And it takes drive to do that. No matter what comes in your way. So here I am, May 30th, 2017. I'm at a crossroads. I had to decide that no matter what it takes, no matter the pain, no matter the discomfort, the anxiety, the stress, and listen, I had no insurance. I was at Jefferson Hospital. I had less than nothing. My debt was through the roof. And man, I was lucky to be in Jefferson. I was lucky to be there. And I had to decide that no matter what, I was going to get it done. And Dr. Ted Carrick called me on the phone and told me that it's a bump in the road. And it seemed like a mountain in the road and too high for me to even scale or get through. And then I decided that every time that I had physical therapy, I would do more than was asked of me. I would do more every time. And then I'd get back in my room, I would do more when I was in my room. And then I would rest and sleep, get up, do more than I had to do. And I got out of the hospital, and I went to my mother's house in Riverside, New Jersey, the house I grew up in. I went back to the room that I grew up in, my bedroom there, at my mother's house. And I had no money. I had $1 million debt, no money, and $1 million debt. My house was in share sale. I was losing my house. Everything was gone, except my will to get better, my will to work again. I love to work. I love helping brains get better. It's my passion. Chiropractic, functional neurology is my passion, because I've seen how where medical systems fail, chiropractic functional neurology succeeds. And I've seen the recipes for each patient, the stimulation that we do, creating brain plasticity, which is real and can be done. It's not about a magic nutritional supplement. It's not about a magic laser. It's not about a magic procedure. It's about a set of procedures that bring your brain back. And when you do a consult with great functional neurologists like Dr. Ted Carrick, Dr. Mike Grudaderia, you apply state-of-the-art therapies that are for you, not for just someone else, for you. It's not one thing fits all, not one size fits all. It's different. And then when I got out and I got invited to New York, I had to do a GoFundMe. Now, if you know me, you know that asking for money is not something I like to do. I did a GoFundMe, and friends and colleagues donated enough for me to get to New York, get 2 weeks of care. Then, when I came back, I had enough to live on. So I went every morning. I went to the track in Riverside High School's track, and I walked the track. First doing a mile, then 2 miles, and finally got up to 3 miles on the track. Crawling the football field, swimming in my brother's pool. It wasn't like once a week. I did it every day. Coming back to my house, I set up my own little functional neurology gym in my old bedroom. My bedroom was packed with stuff. And I had to get back. And the only way I knew how to get back was to put my all into it, my absolute all into it, regardless how bad it was. And I remember that I didn't want to do it. And I did want to do it. And then I got some money from the sheriff's sale for leaving the house early. So I moved out of my house the end of July, and I got enough money to go to Florida to have some more care at Plasticity Brain Center in Florida. And I used it for that. And I came back, and I was better. And then I really could see at that point that I could overcome this with chiropractic functional neurology. And then I went back to New York for another week to a great colleague, Dr. Mike Grottadaria. And then the next thing was driving. Well, I'll tell you what, when I got in the car and I was driving, I felt great. And my driving was really good. But it was like I got hit in the head with a sledgehammer. Again, I went down to sleep for 2 days. I couldn't believe how tired and fatigued I was. And then I sat down at the drawing board and I said, what's my brain doing? And how can I get driving faster? So I devised some strategies. I put them into effect. And by the end of the week, I went out and I drove for an hour and a half. I got fatigued, but not the tremendous fatigue that I started with. It took me a week. So by September, I was driving. And I remember I drove over here from New Jersey to the Chadds Ford area and drove back. And I felt like I was getting my life back. But you had to do no matter what it takes. And when I have cases that come in, the choices are many. We have many choices in life all the time. Every time we get up in every day, we have choices. Many, many different choices that we can make. But you know what? The only thing that heals you from a hurt brain is getting it done no matter what. Whether you have no money, you lose friends, family, you can't see the next day as being anything beneficial, that's when you start getting yourself going. When times get tough, the tough get going. That's not true. When times get tough, you get going. You decide to get going. Whether you've been tough or not, you just do it. And things start to happen. So we have a center now, Hope Brain and Body Recovery Center. It's a center that I've opened with the help of Dr. Unjin Yang. And we're there to help people with hurt brains that don't have their life together, that are losing all aspects of their life to brain injury and brain disease. And we're there to help you get out of it and start getting your life back no matter what. Give us a call, 610-544-9800. And let's make the transformations that are necessary to get your life back.